This is what I just got from the Galactics, is that we have to reset our brain because our brain is accustomed to adapting to third dimensional feedback, phenomena, thoughts, feelings, actions, people. And those of us that are remembering, which is more and more every day, those of us are remembering our little third dimensional brain. It has a hard time bringing in, whoa, that's a lot, wow. The mechanism's kind of like, what did you do to me? Like if you plugged in something that it only takes 4 gigabytes and you just put 8 gigabytes in there.
Resetting our brains is something that we can do by creating cohesion with our hearts and our minds. Our heart is the strongest electromagnetic force in our body, and our brain is the second. When we can create cohesion between both of these areas, then we can build up a very strong energetic field, but that takes time, that takes patience.
We really do kind of have to put aside some time because we're learning something new. We're teaching our body to function in a different manner. Instead of adjusting to the third dimension as reality, we'll be adjusting our minds and hearts. It will be a higher frequency, start moving into that fifth dimension. And that's why the Galactics are coming, because they're innately fifth dimensional.
That galactic awareness is exponentially increasing. And the message that I've been getting from the Galactics about this is that now that we're looking up, it's time to now look down at the planet that we're living on. And maybe if we did this more often, it wouldn't be such a mystery as to why the Galactics are here. Knowing that there are many different galactic groups, but we are specifically referring to the Galactics in the higher frequencies. But more people seem to be quite open to that and seem to be sharing it more often.
There's a lot of things about Galactics coming, about people seeing Galactics, and about what that means and what it doesn't mean. Stuff that was never up before, because people would hysterically run out into the street with, they'd just be freaked out. But the humans are starting to not be so frightened. We're on this training session now that the Galactics know that if they give humanity too much, they get frightened, and when they get frightened, they get violent. Gaia is deeply, deeply, deeply wounded from what the humans have done to her. And the Galactics, they're here to heal the planet. There's this higher frequency for people that are ready. So it's not that people are better or worse or anything judgmental. It's just that, you don't expect a kindergartner to know the same amount of information as somebody who just graduated from a very big university. And so the people that do know need to be patient with the people that are more frightened than curious. A tree can only go up as high as its roots are able to go down low. There has to be a stability in order to grow. And what's missing isn't the growing. The growing is just like chomping at the bits. It's the stability.
I really like that tie-in of the tree and the roots with the galactic energy. Something that's happening right now is that we are actively building up a foundation not just physically, although there is some of that, but mentally. We're building up a different mental foundation on how we understand the world, ourselves, the planet, the rest of the universe, and what else is out there. And that has to be a slow and patient process in order to be sustainable. We want something that's going to last. And if we compared this to a building, for example, that was built on a poor foundation, then that building is not going to stay up very long.
And it has to be able to go up as high as it can go down. Go as high into the multiverse as it goes down into the core of Gaia. Because this is really about a planetary transition. We, the Arcturians, would like you all to know that we are here. We are here in your thoughts, and we are here in your minds. If you knew how many of you visited us on our starships in your night bodies, you would even begin to believe it. And this is something that is happening more and more. And it is a change of frequency. We, the Galactics, know that humans need to be patient. We, the Galactics, were like you as well. We were once third dimensionals ourselves. And we learned that you don't go from a third dimensional to a fifth dimensional zip zip. It is a very deep, long, honest, caring dedication. It's a dedication to remember your higher dimensional self. It's not anyone's need to make other people change, but it is our honor to assist people to expand their consciousness. And that expansion of their consciousness is not to make them thinner or taller or smarter or richer or prettier or famous. No. That expansion of the consciousness is so that you can begin to remember the nightly trips that you take to the starships and the nightly meetings that you have on the starships and the dreams that try to somehow take some portions of those huge energy fields. Know that something is beginning to begin, and we all are in with it. Every single one. Thank you. Blessing.